Hello and welcome to another episode. I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander, and this is match 3 of the Precon Wars. We've got the two Precons from Wilds of Eldraine, the Enchantment and Fairies. And then over here, we've got two of the Precons from March of the Machines, the Gremlins, and the Counters. All right, the first two games were a little long, but they were fun. I guess because I was still trying to learn the decks a little bit and have to read all the cards as I draw them because I didn't build them, so I'm not expecting what the cards are going to be. All right, we roll the dice, and this time Fairy is going to go first. That might give them the advantage. We shall see. Draw for turn, play an island, pass. We're going to play Vitu Ghazi, the City Tree. Taps for colorless, or you can pay 4 and tap it to create a green Saproling creature token. I will pass. We'll go ahead and put Temple of Epiphany down, scrying 1. Comes in tapped. I will leave that there and pass turn. We'll do Temple of Abandon here, scrying 1 as well. Yeah, we're going to move that to the bottom. We have a decent amount of lands in the hand. And we will pass. Here we go. Turn 2. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will play another island, tapping both of them for a Mind Stone. Taps for colorless, and I can sacrifice the draw card if I need to. Don't have any black yet, which is not great, but we will see. Pass turn. Flip that card right in there. I'm going to play Fortify Village, revealing a forest from my hand, so it comes in untapped. I will then tap for... Oh, I can't do that yet. Gosh darn it. That was poor planning on my part. I thought I had it planned out right, and I did not. So we will tap for a green and a white and play Timber Paladin. As long as Timber Paladin is enchanted by exactly 1 aura, it has a base power and toughness 3/3. If it's enchanted by 2 auras, it's a 5/5 with vigilance. And as long as it is enchanted by 3 or more auras, it has a power and toughness 10/10, vigilance, and trample. Nice, there's the trample this deck needs. But it's only on 1 creature. Not enough, dang it. We pass the turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna play a forest, so now at least we have access to all 3 colors. But nothing I can play. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna play Llanowar Reborn. Comes in the battlefield tapped. It's Graft 1, so it comes in with a +1/+1 counter on the land. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may move the counter from the land to the creature. So that's kind of cool. We're going to pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Nope, not a swamp. So we'll play this Exotic Orchard instead. And I don't think that's going to help because this is the only deck with black. Yeah. So we're going to tap 2 and play Cloud of Fairies. Flying 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, untap up to 2 lands. Well, that's something, I guess. And then we will tap all 4 to play a reconnaissance mission. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Haha, that will help us get the black we need. Pass turn. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even read the cards ahead of time properly, so I didn't do that on purpose. But that was actually the right way to play those cards in order. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Plains, tapping these for green and white. To play what I meant to play last turn. Jukai Naturalist, a lifelink 2/2 enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So I really should have had the first land I play be a forest because I could have played that earlier and then played more creatures now. So womp womp. I do have a 1/1 out, so might as well get to swinging. I will swing at you because no, I'll swing at you because I don't like your +1 shenanigans. Last turn. I'll play an island for turn. No mana rocks or anything to help give me a boost, so we're gonna pass. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm actually going to play this Mossfire Valley and just put this under it because it's pay 1 and tap it to make red and green. So this is a red or green thing. So now just, tapping the 2 of these makes 2 colors. That gives me 3. So yeah, we will tap 1, 2, 3 and play Krenko Tin Street Kingpin. I will choose not to move the counter just yet. Whenever Krenko attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it and then create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to his power. So that could get, we've seen that before, that can get going really fun because that's in my Ogre Army deck. We're going to go ahead and pass though. Untap, upkeep, draw. Still no black, and we definitely need it now. So whenever you control deals combat damage to player, we have the only flyer, so we are going in swinging. That's definitely, I mean, right off the bat, we know what the commander is. He's going to be able to play the commander. He can move a counter. He can do attacks. It's going to start pinging everybody. So I'm going to hit you for 1, and that allows me to draw a card. And it is a swamp. Heck yeah. Play the swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. You know what? Yeah, that's already looking dangerous. We're gonna go ahead and tap. Oh, I can't. I don't have. Darn it. I don't have double black. I just have. So 1, 2, 3. Halo Forager. Oh no, I guess that's dumb. Huh, I guess I should play the commander. So flying, death touch. Other fairies get +1/+1, and another fairy you control dies. You draw a card and you lose a life. Now we will go ahead and pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Gonna play Forest. I will tap 1 because they enchantment spells cost 1 less. For Destiny Spinner. Creatures and enchantment spells you control can't be countered. Pay 3, target land becomes a XX elemental, blah blah blah. I will then tap 3 because it costs 1 less to cast the commander. Elevere of the Wild Court. A 4/4. Whenever she enters the battlefield or attacks, create a virtuous roll token attached to another target creature you control. So I will put that. Wait, I do actually have the. Maybe we'll put it here under the paladin. So here's the thing: the virtuous enchantment aura says enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control, which is currently just 1. But if he is enchanted by exactly one aura, his base power and toughness becomes a 3/3. So he instantly becomes a 4/4. That is pretty sweet. And he can attack. So I'm going to swing the 4/4 at you because I don't, this character is nicer than everybody else and doesn't want to just dogpile on that one. Could be to the detriment, who knows. I could have swung with the 2/2 lifelinker as well. Maybe I'll do that. I will swing the 2/2 lifelinker at you as well. But you'll let it go. 1/2, and then 1/2. Pass the turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a mountain. At least we're doing really well with keeping the balance this time around. 1/2 for Arcane Signet. It gives me 3 mana. I've got something really, really mean in my hand that I guess we're going to have to wait for. I know one of the creatures we're going to do it on, so who knows? Pass turn. I hate being that mean. I actually probably wouldn't play that on a commander. Like, the whole point is I'm waiting for this character to play the commander to do it. But it's kind of a mean, really jerk move to do for someone's commander. Untap, upkeep, draw. Temple of Plenty comes in, but I scry 1. Yeah, we'll put that as a land. We'll put it at the bottom. I have 1, 2, 3 mana. Oh, well, I didn't actually mean to do that. We're gonna tap this for 2 to play Gage Sire. Or Gyre Sage. I completely just muddled those together. Evolve whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control. If it has greater power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And tap it for green for each counter on it. All right, so we're gonna move to combat. I mean, we're missing out on the trigger, but I was stupid and I actually didn't not play it because of that. I played it because I was like, well, whatever. Let's play this thing that comes in tapped because it's early game. So Krenko is going to attack you. Wait, who attacked me? Oh, these guys both attacked me. But unfortunately, they do have the thing. So yeah, we're gonna attack you, and then we're gonna put a +1/+1 counter on him when on the attack trigger, and then make a number of goblins that are equal to 2. I'm making 2 gobos. He's gonna hit you for 2. Boink boink. And pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Another swamp. Good, good. So now we can do that, but now I kind of screws over myself a little bit. And actually, because that thing's buffed up now, that's a 4/4. I have a really weird nightmare unmaking. So it's like you can exile creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand or less than. And it kind of right now it's like I was gonna use the last turn to just wipe the board, but now things have gotten powers up there a little bit. Like those 2 wouldn't get hit, so now it would just leave me open, and now I have my commander out, so it would destroy my commander. So instead, we are gonna tap 1, 2, 3 and play Halo Forager, flying 3/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay X. When you do, you may cast instant or sorcery card with mana X from your graveyard. Well, I can't do that, so whatever. So we're going to move to combat. Nobody has flying yet, and I don't like what you're doing. So I'm going to send both of these at you for 3 damage, but it's going to be 1, 2 commander, and then a regular. But 2 things hit, so I get to draw 2 cards. I guess we'll tap 1 for Wayfarer's Bauble, and then tap 2 to sack it, and get a basic land card, put on the battlefield, tap, shuffle. Decent enough, pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw, play Plains for turn, tapping 2, Starfield Mystic, enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a counter on Starfield Mystic. More counters. Oh yeah, this is going to be crazy good. Alright, so enchantment spells cost 2 less to cast, so I'm going to tap a green, to play Careful Cultivation onto you. Enchant artifact or creature. As long as it's a creature, it gets +1/+3 and has reach. And you can tap it to add 2 green. Then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 2 more because it's that much less for Indomitable Might. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3. Enchanted creature's controller may have it assign combat damage as though it weren't blocked. And guess what? That is 3 enchantments on this dude. He is now a base power 10/10, but 1, 2, 3. Wait, is this enchanted creature for each enchantment you control? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He is now a 19/19. Well, actually, he's more than that. 19/21 or something like that. And he can be done as if he isn't blocked. We're going to combat. Swinging this bad boy right at you. And then I'm going to swing these two at you. Guess I should swing that too. Why not, right? Because this has lifelink. Because this came in and then, yeah. Wow, that just blew up way fast. All right, so I'm going to assign it as if it's unblocked. So it's 19 damage to you, right? 15, 18, 19, yep. And then you're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I gain 2 life. 1, 2. Wow, that's gross. That's really gross. I hope I'm not doing something wrong, but I don't think I am. Enchant artifact a creature. Enchant creature. It's a creature. It has exact 3. That's literally what it's designed for. I have one little 2/2 blocker on the ground. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Play a island. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And play Shimmer Dragon. Flying 5/6. As long as you control 4 or more artifacts, he has hexproof. I don't. Untap to tap 2 untapped artifacts you control and draw a card. Don't have those artifacts, but at least now I have a 5/6 flyer. We're gonna pass turn. Although that doesn't matter against the 19/19 that can be unblocked. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Gonna go ahead and play a basic so I don't mess things up again. We're gonna go green, red, white, and one other to cast Shala and Halar. 3/3 Flying Vigilance. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on a creature you control, they deal that much damage to target opponent. When the creature enters the battlefield, I may move a +1/+1 counter from this land onto it. I will. Something just got a counter, so you are taking one damage. This entered the battlefield. It has more power and toughness than you, so you get a +1/+1 counter, and that will see it as it's entering the battlefield. When it triggers that, you'll take another damage. We're going to move to combat. All right, so it is a 2/3 right now, and you only have one blocker. We're sending Krenko at you. When it attacks, it gets a counter. Counter goes on it. You're going to take a damage, and then we're going to make. So now we're going to make 3 goblins based on his toughness, which is now a 3/4. You've got a 3/4 coming at you, but you got 41 life. Who do you go? 1, 2, 3. Who cares? Take it. And yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be bad. I mean, I could have swung with the 2/1/1s, but who cares? So yeah, pass. It's like, okay, look, flyers, you go do something. Draw, untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Well, now, that drastically changes everything. Wow. Okay. I guess it doesn't gonna give it haste, but why not? We're gonna tap 4 and play Sower of Temptation. A 2/2 flying fairy, when Sower of Temptation enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature for as long as Sower of Temptation remains on the battlefield. Gimme. Oink. Now it doesn't untap and it doesn't give it haste, so we can't attack this turn. But now I have a 10, now I have a 19/19 that can deal damage as if it's, wait, Enchanted Creatures Controller. Yeah. Oh, wait. So, Enchanted Creatures Controller, they're the controller of this creature. So they could choose to not make it, but it'd be foolish of them. And like, if I swing it anywhere but there, they can be like, yeah, it's unblockable. So that I kill everybody else, and then the second I go to swing it to you, you're like, yeah, it's not unblockable right now. And they could even, in a game, they could even talk about that. It's like, hey, man, I'll make it unblockable as long as you take it out on them. The second you swing at me, it's not. And you're like, well, you know what? And then these guys are like, yo, dude, that's BS. Get him. But whatever. All right, interesting. I was thinking I was going to have to do the Nightmare Unmaking, and it's like, oh, I don't want to slow the game down. It was going so nice and quick. But this still makes it kind of go quick. We're going to move to combat. You don't have flying, so I am going to send all of it at you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I always forget. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there. And 3 things hit, so I draw 3 cards. Okay, so we're going to tap 1, 2, 3 and play the Fairy Nettling Nuisance. We saw this in the first game. 3/1 flyer. Whenever one or more fairies you control deal combat damage to a player, that player makes a 4/2 red pirate creature token with this creature can't block, and the token is goaded for the rest of the game. Fairies just going crazy and taking over the entire board state. I like it. But that's all we can do. That was second main phase. We're going to go ahead and pass. Draw for turn. Gonna play the forest, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Ox Drover. 4/4 Vigilance. Ox Drover can't be blocked by Oxen, whatever. Whenever Ox Drover enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent creates a 2/4 white Ox creature token, and you draw a card. So I'm going to draw a card, but I'm never crazy about this kind of stuff because it's like I don't like giving other people things. I've never been a fan of giving people. I mean, why do I not have an Ox token? It's weird. It should have come with an Ox token, but whatever. Target opponent creates a 2/4 Ox. And that guy, Ox Drover, can't be blocked by Oxen. We're gonna give it to you. You need some stuff over there. Okay, let's see. You are tapped down. You have a 3/1 and a 2/2. No, a 3/3 and a 4/1. 4/2, whatever. Because the buff, you actually have a bunch of 1/1s and stuff, and I don't know. Yeah, nothing we can really do. And now that I don't have enchantments to trick things out with, curse my hubris, putting all my eggs into one enchanted basket. I guess I'll pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Go ahead and play a mountain for turn. I guess we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast the commander. Gimbal, Gremlin Prodigy. It's a 4/4 artifact. Creatures you control have trample. At the beginning of your end step, create a 0/0 red Gremlin creature token with X, where X is the amount of differently named artifact tokens you control, which unfortunately right now is none. As long as you control, nope, definitely not. I don't have 2 artifacts to even tap, and I have 2 mana, which is not enough to do anything. We're going to go ahead and pass turn. Well, no, I mean, I do have a flyer. Well, I mean, you're the threat now, so I'm gonna send. Well, but then okay, well, fine. 5 in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass turn. I am kind of going a little fast and stuff, but it's like the last 2 games were relatively quick. Okay, gonna consolidate these up into 5 goblin creature tokens. Yeah, I mean it's like the last 2 games went pretty long. I'm kind of hoping to get this one quicker. Oh shoot, did I not? Did I draw? I don't know if I drew. I don't remember seeing this card, so I think I drew just now and wasn't paying attention. But it's a good one to draw. I will play this Sangreas Prairie, doing the whole team up thing. So it now taps 4 green and white. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. And I can tap to make another mana over there, so he's 7 if I needed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Guardian Scale Lord. 3/4 with backup. When this creature enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. If that's another creature, it gains the following ability until end of turn. Okay, so I'm going to give it to Krenko. He gets the counter hits, so you are now taking a damage. And the Dragon Scale Lord is flying 3/4. Whenever this creature, and also till end of turn, Krenko, attacks, return target non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, well, I don't have anything in the graveyard. So not very helpful right now. They've got 2 blockers. I now have. Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to give him flying, but it didn't. It just gave him that stupid ability that doesn't help me. At least it gave him a token or a counter, so it's going to buff him up a bit more. Okay, all right, we're going to go to combat. We're going to swing a 4/4 in the air. You have, you could kill it with the Nettling Nuisance. So maybe we don't want to do that because I don't want to recast it. Unfortunate. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We're going to send the commander at you and then everything else at you. So on attacks, he's going to get a counter. The counter is going to deal damage to you, and then we're going to make 5 more gobos for next turn. Awesome. So you got 5 1/1s and a 5/6 coming at you. Well, if we sacrifice this, we lose this, so we definitely can't block. We can block one of the little 5/5 or 1/1 goblins, making 4 of them. I kind of want to give everybody pirates with goad right now, but that would be a lot of damage. That'd be 4, 8, 9 damage coming in. It's a bit much. But let's play the gamble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no other things happen. Okay, half's turn. I cannot believe we got control of that. That's hilarious. Draw for turn. It's a swamp, I guess I'll play that. It's pretty much over. Well, not over, but it's all right. So we're gonna move to combat. I'm going to swing this at you. It's 19 damage. You have 14 life. They're gonna be like, yeah, I'll allow it to be unblockable. Like, you son of a bitch. Yes, I know. So that's going to. So we're declaring all attackers. This is going here. All of the flyers. Well, maybe not all of the flyers. Let's see. This one is useless and not useless, but I mean, yeah. All right. So these 3 flyers will come at you. 19 damage. -5. Then 2 commander there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 fairies hit, so we draw 3 cards. And then I hit, so that means you get yourself a pirate that's goaded and they can't block. I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 to play Talisman of Dominance. Taps for colorless or blue or black, but it damages me by 1 if I do. I'm going to move to my end step. I have to discard 2. Very interesting. We're going to pass turn. I hope I'm not doing something wrong and I'm misplaying, but I mean, I believe that's how everything's working. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to bestow. Oop, nope, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, jeez. But enchantment spells cost 2 less. So, I say. Although, cast this card for its bestow cost. It's an aura spell with a creature. So it's an enchantment. Yeah, so that works. Okay. So instead of being 7 mana, it's just 5 mana. So we're gonna Celestial Archon onto Oxdrover. That creature now has flying first strike and gets +4/+4. I don't know if I played a land, so we'll play Canopy Vista. And there's tapped. I don't think I played a land. No, because I drew the thing I just played, the aura. Ooh, does that help over there? Just says you control. Oh, shoot. I wasn't even thinking of that. But he is still a 10/10. And this is getting, well, it still wouldn't matter because he was at 14. So just the buffs, normal buffs, was exactly 14. This buff would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would have been 18 instead of 19 damage. But we're okay because it's in what you control, and I think that's what I control. Now that, tell me in the comments, but like I think like there's the whole aspect of what you control and what you're doing because I'm trying to build a deck that cares about that, and I believe like the controller of this creature is them. They control it, but I have it. I'm owning it right now. Or maybe that's it. Maybe it's the owner. They own this card, but I'm the controller of it. Enchanted creature's controller may have it. Okay, I think that's what it is. I think I missed up before. I am now controlling this thing, but I'm not the owner. So the owner is them. So that way, if I play a card, if they play a card, say return all enchantments to their owner's hands, these would all bounce to their hand, not mine. I'm almost positive that's how it is. So maybe it was still, well, no, it was still down 1 because I only control 4 enchantments. All right, so we're gonna move to combat. You have a flyer. You have a flyer. Darn it with the whole stupid no trample garbage. That's definitely the major weakness for this whole deck, clearly. There should be some sort of a couple of those cards that give static, and I don't think they're in here. I don't think it's, oh, well, you just didn't see the cards yet. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here that says all creatures you control have trample. Or at least toss a couple creatures in here that say other creatures you control have trample. Something. But we're going to move to combat. It already has vigilance, so we're going to send this 8/8 flying ox at you. And I mean, it's kind of, yeah, you can make that unblockable and swing in with the flyers. We only have the one. So I think we're just going to go out. We're going to go out swinging. You currently have two creatures to block with. Obviously, you're going to block the Oxen. That'll die. It's first strike. And then you'll block. This is a, whoa, it's a currently a 2/2. So we'll blow up your lifelink guy that gives things less, but we still do gain the life off of it. And then, all right, I'm not missing anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So you take, yep, 8 damage total, 4 of his commander. Nothing we can do, we pass. But hey, shield's down if you want to go swinging in, Mr. Big Guy. But you might actually be able to. So untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm going to play, well, I guess we'll play a forest. Now, what do we have on deck? 5, 9, 13, 14, 15, and there it's 16. Shoot. If only there was a way to buff somebody, but I don't have anything. All right, well, thankfully we saved this. So we're going to go ahead and tap. Actually, we'll do this. No, we want to keep some red open just in case. I will pay 3, one of which was blue, to imprison in the moon. Suck it. Enchanted creature, land, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap for 1 mana and loses all other card types and things. Although that is an extra enchantment, so now you do go up. But yeah, so that just neutered your whole setup, or your whole setup, I guess. We have 4 mana left. Wait, why is that tapped? Okay, so tap that for red, and then 2 others to play Pia and Kiran Nalaar. So 2/2, when they enter the battlefield, create 2 Thopters, and then I can pay a red and 2 others, sacrifice an artifact. They deal 2 damage to any target. Oh, I don't have the mana to do that, or else that would be perfect. I mean, I guess, well, you're right. I suppose it's not I don't have to tap them to do it. I could just not imprison in the moon. Sorry, I know it's kind of thing where you really shouldn't be able to take it back. Even in a friendly casual game, I'm not entirely sure everyone would be like okay with you taking that back, especially that character, because it's like, well, you're absolutely going to kill me now. But yeah, so I moved to combat. I have to swing that anyway, and I just swing all of it, which, as was established, was like what, 14 damage or something. So it's 5, 9, 10, 11, 11 and 4 is 15. So 15 damage, and then at my end step, the beginning of actually my second main phase, I pay 3 mana, sacrifice an artifact, deal 2 damage to any target, 2 damage to you, boom, boom. Kaboosh, you are dead. And then at my end step, I make a 1/1 gremlin that will help block. Let me just move this stuff over because, I mean, at least it's all green, so it makes sense. But everything is in penny sleeves, and I don't want to mix the cards up from the decks. Granted, this is the last matchup anyway, so. Oh, so these are dead, kaboosh. And then this is dead, kaboosh. All right, cool. But like I said, that was the end step. We made the gremlin, so we pass over to here. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. All right, let's see. Enchantment spells cost 1 less now. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to equip, not equip, but aura. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4, has flying and first strike as an angel in addition to its other types. When enchanted creature dies, return angelic destiny to its owner's hand. I think that is probably, well, it's not game, but it's getting there. All right, I don't believe I get, so these all go to my graveyard, but I didn't control them if I was doing that whole controlling and stuff right, which I don't even know, because it's whenever enchantment goes to the graveyard, any enchantment you control is put in the graveyard, put counters on him, but I didn't control them when they went there, so I don't know, whatever. So we're gonna move to combat. This has vigilance and this is flying in, but they're both flying in first strike. That is 8/8 and 4, 5, 6. And well, we don't want to swing everything because then, well, but then again, if we swing everything, because like I said, he can block 3 things. We have 4. He can stop the biggest thing, which is this. I mean, he can take out all of these and just leave the little wimpy 2/2 to go through, but that's going to blow up most of his stuff because regardless of who he blocks where. Oh, and this is flying, so he only has one blocker in the air. So yeah. Let's go. Let's go for it, right? Okay, everything is attacking. We're blocking the Archdrover with Thopter, this biggest. We're going to block the Commander with them. They did their job. And we'll block the little Starfield with that thing and it dies. Which means 6 gets through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And first strike. Okay. Nobody has lifelink, right? Yeah. Well, nope. That's gone. Okay. Wait. Shoot. Did I just make that go up? No, this guy. I'm like, why is that not lower? Yeah, they just took 6 damage. Okay. We're going to pass. I'm getting myself all confused. I'm going too fast. I was like, what turn was I on? Whose turn was I on? What day is it? Untap, upkeep, draw. Play this land, comes in tapped because I don't have anything to reveal. Okay, now I could imprison something in the moon if I wanted to. That does not look like that's going to be helpful. I mean, yeah, right. You just imprison in the moon, that thing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Vedlington Humiliator. Whenever he attacks, if you control 3 or more artifacts, unfortunately I do not, in this artifact deck, which is crazy. Creatures your opponents control lose all abilities and become power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. Wow, that's crazy good. But you are tapped out, so we gotta move to combat. 4. Ooh, do I lose this? No, because it was given to me by them. There's an interesting thing. Does the token die? I don't think so. I think I was given that token. It's the same as like if they did the Pongify or something. It's just a goaded token. It's not like I took their creature that would die, it would leave the battlefield because the person did it. They gave me this token, so it's technically mine. So we're going to swing the board. Again, that's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, there's some commander damage in there, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. We got one little blocker up. They still have a flyer, so we're going to pass. It's coming down to the nail-biting finish, guys. Untap, upkeep, freaking forest, sure. And then we swing. 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. Oh my gosh. Boom. Right? Because it's 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 6, 10, 11, 12. Oh, down to the wire. Wait. Gosh darn it. I forgot. He does have a blocker on the ground. This is in the air, but these two are not. So that means you're taking 6. And then you could block the commander and this would die, which is fine. So do that. And then you take another 2. Okay. And now I'm tapped out. Pass turn, and then this guy wins. Draws. Play a tireless tracker. Swing in for the big damage. 9, 10, 11, 15. Boom. Kaboosh. There you go. All right. That was a quicker game. Much better. I don't think I did any major mistakes. I don't believe I did. Let me know in the comments if I did. I'm sorry. I run skilled on this channel. But yeah, there you go. Artifact Gremlins was your winner. Didn't really do what the deck is supposed to do, I don't think, because it's really supposed to make a ton of tokens of like Thopters and foods and clues and stuff, and then and all the creatures are supposed to have abilities that, do things off of the number of tokens you have. But it's still one, so that's pretty cool. And all right, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by and watching the episode. Please subscribe, hit some like buttons, whatnot, and I will see you next time.